This lesson will show you how to set up your charts to look exactly like the ones in these lessons. So please go open up a browser window and type in tradingview.com, which is the web page I'm showing you here, and this is their home page. One great thing about this site is not only is it free, anyone in the world can do what I'm about to do without registering for free or registering a paid account. Okay, and we can cover cryptocurrencies, currencies, stocks, indices, futures, and bonds. Though in this day trading course, we're going to concentrate on stocks and cryptocurrencies to begin with. So let's look at Bitcoin. In the search area here, make sure you're on ticker and type in the ticker for Bitcoin, BTC. USD is US dollar. T is the Tetherus, the most active chart, US dollar chart. And because I trade on Binance, I'll click on this top one here, and that will bring up a daily chart for Bitcoin. But we want the interactive chart that we can save. So right here, click on full feature chart. Okay, and the first thing I notice is the white chart. I don't like that because it's really hard on the eyes when you look at charts for many hours a day like I do. So let's go ahead and change the look of this chart first by clicking on the cogwheel here, and on the appearance tab, background, keep this as solid. Change this to any color you would like. I prefer black. Okay, but the problem with that is now you cannot see the date and time down here or the price scale of Bitcoin. So you must change the scales text to white or something lighter. And I like to go with 14 so it's easier to see. Okay, now I notice I can't really see my vertical or horizontal grid lines. First of all, I like those to be dotted. And this is up to you what you use. And I have to lighten them up so that I can see them. Okay, so I'm going to go with white, and I want to increase the opacity just a little so I can see it. Okay, and let's do the same for the horizontal. We're going to go with white and 24. Okay, now you can see the vertical and horizontal grid lines. And that's about it. That's all you need to change on this particular window, so let's go ahead and close it. Now, let me show you how to move the chart around, because right now it's showing March, and that's just way too much information. So what I'm going to do is with my mouse wheel, you will push up your mouse wheel, and each time it will zoom the chart in. Okay? And I'm going to quickly zoom all the way up until it stops, which leaves me with not enough information. So I have to mouse wheel down until I'm comfortable I have a good look. And right about here is where I'd like to begin. Now, one of the most important things about these charts is if you hold the left mouse button down and move your mouse to the right, you can actually move it too far and put the current candlestick off of the chart. So always leave a good size area here off to the right. I like to line up this candle with the cogwheel right here. That way I know there's no volume down here, there's no price in this area, and this red line is showing the current price right over here on the right. Okay, so if you can't see the current candlestick, you're not dealing with real information. Okay, so make sure you don't put it off the chart like that. I like it right about there. Okay, so this chart is pretty much done. We have candlesticks. Always use candlesticks. There's a lot of other things here. I don't like the hollow candlesticks. I just don't like the look of that. So I stick with the regular candlestick. If you want to change the time frame from a daily to a 1 hour chart, which is my next favorite, or a 15-minute chart, okay, or a 5-minute chart, which I use for day trading, along with the 15-minute chart. Okay, but let's just leave it on a daily chart because that looks really good. I mean, Bitcoin from 10,000 down here to 20,000 up here, just about. Okay. Now, we are going to load 3 technical indicators by getting on the FX Indicators tab. Click that. Now, the first one we're going to load is called Bollinger Bands, and I'll explain more about each one of these technical indicators in a separate lesson. Right now, I'm just showing you how to set them up. So go ahead and click on Bollinger Bands. The next indicator gives all of my primary buy and sell signals. That is the Commodity Channel Index, or CCI. And the final indicator is a simple moving average. And there's a number of them here, but just go ahead and use the top one and close that window. Now we're going to check our parameters. The Bollinger Bands, or BB, is at the 20 period. Okay, but I don't like this red line in the middle, so I'm going to click on Settings right there, and on the, not on the input, leave the 20 alone. Over the years, I have tried faster and slower, and it's just so much easier to use the 20 period, so you can always be sure that you don't have to change anything. Okay, so let's go ahead and change this middle Bollinger Band, which is also the 20 moving average. Okay, so I'm going to make it similar, and for this one I like a circle or a dotted line. Now, when you mouse over the indicator, it turns blue, and it also puts these dots on the actual indicator. So like right here, this shows the lower Bollinger Band. This shows the upper Bollinger Band, and this shows the middle Bollinger Band, or the 20 period moving average. The blue line above this is a moving average at the 9 period, but I want to change that to the 7 period, because when you're at Binance.com, they have TradingView charts that the first moving average is set at 7. Now, I don't like the color. Can't really see that, so I'm going to make it something bright that I can see. Okay, got that. And now we have a moving average on the yellow line of a 7 period simple moving average. Now, let's move down to the CCI. It is also set at the 20 period, but I don't like the color. Okay, so we're going to make some changes here. The CCI, I kind of want it a lighter green, and I also want it to be an area so that the 0 line, which is right here, you can tell if it's above or below the 0 line quite easily this way. Okay, and then the background, I also change it to another type of green, and change the opacity just a little bit darker. Okay, that looks about right. Okay, so now we have our upper Bollinger Band. We have the 7 moving average. We have the middle Bollinger Band. We have the lower Bollinger Band. We have volume with the green and the red candlesticks showing that it was a red period, a red day, or a green day. Okay, and then we have the CCI.